Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am comparing both the old Soleil Tan De Chanel as well as the new bronzing cream. Now in my last Chanel video, I did mention that it's pretty much the same thing, just repackaged, and you guys have been telling me that it is not. It contains more coconut oil. It's a completely different formula. I just received the new bronzing cream in the mail. I went ahead and also purchased the retractable kabuki brush. I have always been interested in purchasing this brush, and I always talk myself out of it, but since I purchased the cream bronzer, I thought it would be perfect to go ahead and get the kabuki brush and try it out with the cream bronzer. I would really be very upset if this doesn't work out and I don't like it, because a lot of people have not been liking the new formula at all. So it comes just like this in the Les Beiges packaging. Now let's have a look at the ingredients. So it does have dimethicone in there and hydrogenated coconut oil. That's the first thing that you see, so you guys are right. It does contain more coconut oil. A lot of cosmetic brands have been trying to go natural with their cosmetics, so I think that Chanel, especially with the Les Beiges collection, they're trying to kind of steer towards that natural type of effect, which is probably why they kind of added more coconut oil in this. I think I'm just going to go ahead and compare and see what they both look like just right out of the pan. Okay, so they pretty much look very much similar. I feel that the new formulation definitely has more of a glow and a gloss to it in comparison to the old one. The old one looks more matte. I'm not sure if this is because I've used this one and kind of dug into it and this is just brand new, but you definitely can see a difference. The old one is definitely more matte than the new one. I think I'm gonna do some swatches as well. So I'm gonna grab a bit of the old Soleil Tan De Chanel and just swatch that. Let's do a little bit more. This is such a beautiful creamy formula. All right, so let's go ahead and swatch the new formula. Definitely feels more creamy than the old one. My finger is just gliding right in there. Okay, swatching it, I definitely feel that it glides a lot better than the old formula. And just with one swatch, yeah, it definitely is more creamy. That is for sure. Yeah, so you guys are totally right. It does not feel like the same formula at all. Definitely to the touch. Yeah, this one is more matte and this is so much more creamier. Color-wise, I do feel that the old Soleil Tan De Chanel is darker than the new one. It feels totally different, and this one actually looks a little bit lighter than the old Soleil Tan De Chanel. All right, so let's go ahead and zoom you guys in and we are going to try this on. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Soleil Tan De Chanel onto my left side and the new bronzing cream onto my right. So just starting off with the Soleil Tan De Chanel, I'm gonna use my Sigma Kabuki brush and just swirl that in there. All right, so usually I like to pat some of the excess out just so it doesn't look too dark. Okay, it gives a natural bronzing glow. All right, let's try the new formula onto the other side. I am going to use the new kabuki brush that I purchased with my order. I think this kabuki brush is so cute. I keep going onto it online and I always talk myself out of it just because it's so expensive, but it's retractable like so. Kind of push it up. Ooh, this is so perfect. And it feels super soft. All right, so let's go ahead and swirl this right into the new formula. So this picks up quite a bit. I think this is going to be perfect for this. Okay, just pat a little bit of the excess on the back of my hand. I feel that this formula is a little bit easier actually to apply. This one is definitely a little bit darker than this side. I think I'm gonna go ahead and swirl this right in and not even pat off the excess, just apply it as is. Let's see if I get more color. Yeah, you definitely do. That's what I'll probably do with this one. Just not pat off the excess. It just feels so sheer in comparison to the old Soleil Tan De Chanel. I don't know, I still don't hate it though. I think it still looks beautiful. I definitely feel that this side is more creamy, a little bit more glowy. This side is more matte, that's for sure. So I just added some lipstick in Chanel's Rouge Coco Shine as well as some blush. And I do have a lot of thoughts about this bronzer. Just looking at it closely, I think that I prefer the new formula more than the old one. Before you guys disagree with me, let me tell you a little bit about my complexion. I do have pretty dry skin, especially in the winter time, and I feel that whenever I add any matte foundation or anything really that's matte, really drying, it makes it worse. And what happens is it basically bunches into areas. If you guys have dry skin, you know where I'm coming from. And because this formula is more creamy, especially with the coconut oil, I feel that it glides on perfectly. I don't feel any patchiness or anything like that. With this side over here, especially I see right over here at the hollow of my cheeks, it bunches up. It always does. That's one thing that I've hated about any kind of foundation, any kind of bronzer, especially a cream one that is matte. It just has that patchiness, and then around here I get the patchiness throughout the day. So it would be really interesting to see if this formula does that throughout the day, but right off the bat I definitely still feel that this looks perfect on. It glides on perfectly and it just sinks into the skin. So even though it's sheer, and that's the one thing that I don't like about this new formula, you do have to apply and kind of build the new formula up. But I am totally okay with that as long as I don't see patchiness throughout the day. I definitely feel that the old formula looks a little bit more grainy than the new one. The new one is just so much more smoother. Skin type aside, I do see why people would prefer the old Soleil Tan De Chanel rather than the new one. Just because the old one, I feel that it gives you more of a bronze effect because it's less sheer than the new formulation. It's more darker and it really gives you that matte bronzed look versus the new one. But if you do have dry skin like I do, I really think that you will prefer the new formulation. And that's it for my comparison and review of the new Chanel cream bronzer. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope it was informative for you, and if you guys were thinking about the new formula, I hope it gave you more of an insight on whether or not you would like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and hit that notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in my next video.